out of hand. It is a state of emergency. It's a very sad moment. When I heard of this killing, I made my way to a meeting to come here today to get the facts on what has been happening. Based on the facts that I have received here today, it is clear that these extraordinary crimes need extraordinary action. It's a little unfortunate that when the government move for extraordinary measures to be put in place to decisively deal with the crime problem, it was snubbed by the opposition. It is unfortunate, very unfortunate, because the government needs this support. The practitioners who understand crime made a recommendation to tackle these matters. Gunmen have money and they have good representation from lawyers and all this. And when gunmen are arrested and by the time the policemen lock the lock on the cell, they turn around and see the gunmen walking out with their legal representatives. And before the police can reach to question the witnesses, the gunmen go back after the witnesses and basically erase the trail. So we need extraordinary powers to deal with this. And I'm imploring the opposition to support the government in its quest to solve this problem, because it is getting out of hand. It is a state of emergency.
What's up, people? Welcome once again to another video. And once more, I'm coming to you from Jamaica. I'm not literally in Jamaica, but this video that I'm showing you guys today is a gruesome, heartless, you name all those bad words that you could find, terrible incident that happened in Jamaica. Now this is about a nine-year-old autistic boy that got abducted from his mom, and he was killed. Right? I'm gonna give you the details shortly, but this first of all, let me thank you guys for tuning in once again. All right, and please remember to like, share, subscribe if you haven't already done so, and hit that notification bell so you could get notified of videos that I'm putting out. So I know a lot of you guys that are on this forum or this channel that maybe don't even know Jamaica, have never been there, or don't know what's going on there, or something like that. But this also concerns you guys, because the US government has issued the other day a bulletin for its citizens to try and avoid Jamaica because it's not safe down there. And these are some of the things that why the US government had put out that bulletin, because of the crime situation, the killing that's going on down there. But to be honest with you, for you guys that are US citizens that don't have no idea about Jamaica, it's not for how should I put it? I don't think it's you guys going down there, would be any target or I should say unsafe going to Jamaica on vacation. Because to be honest, these guys they're not targeting just anybody. They would rather kill, rob, or something like that with another Jamaican than a tourist. And trust me, they know the difference. They know the difference. Any Jamaican that lives abroad, no matter how long you live down there, you left down there. As soon as you go back down there and they see you, they know you're Jamaicans. Just like when we are here And you know, most of the times we see other Jamaicans, we look at them and we know they're Jamaicans. But anyway, yeah. So even though the U.S. government has put out that bulletin, I'm not gonna say 100%, but I would say 95% of you guys that's going down there on vacation are safe. Just don't go off anywhere with anyone. And I know a lot of tourists go down to Jamaica, you know, mainly for the weed. They hear about Jamaica having the best weed in the world and stuff like that, so they're gonna go down there for the weed. Now you might be going down there, more than likely going down there, and you're staying at a resort. You can go out on the street, walk around, you know, do whatever, but don't be going off with nobody, you know, to go buy any weed or any drugs or whatever. Talk to that guy, talk to the security at the gate. He'll get it for you. Or you see that guy that's always entertaining you guys. You know, he's the one that's always dancing and singing and doing all that hype stuff. Talk to that guy. I'm sure he can find you some weed if you want some weed. You know, but all joke aside, you know, you are safe going to down to Jamaica. Okay, so let me get back to the matter at hand. So yes, this it is reported that the mother of the child, she was driving in Montego Bay, right, or somewhere down there, and she came up on this road where, you know, it's bad, a lot of potholes and stuff like that. And so she said she slowed down to maneuver the pothole, and all of a sudden she felt something hit her in her face. And when she realized, someone pulled her out of her car. She was driving a Audi something. I don't remember right now what it was, but she was driving an Audi. And, you know, she said someone pulled her out of her car, jumped in the car, and I think it was, she said, a couple men, and drove off with the car with her autistic son in the back of the car, right? Um, to be honest with you, I have my reservations about that, because we know these new cars, and you know, we know that as soon as you start these cars and start to drive, then all the doors close. So unless, I don't know if she was driving with her windows down, but you know, it's kind of funny that, you know, she was driving a car like that, and even if the window was down, how fast can someone hit her in her face? She just slowed down and, you know, opened the door and pull her out of the car. You know, when I heard that, I kind of thought about it, and I not kind of I thought about it, and I said, hmm, something kind of sounds funny about this. But you know, we're not gonna rush into it to rush to any judgment right now. You know, but it was really kind of funny. So anyway, she said she found her way to the police station, and you know, reported it, and the police went out and searched, or they radioed some other police in whatever area she was, and you know, they started searching and found the car, you know, on the roadside or something, with the little boy in there, and his throat was slashed. You know, and I'm telling you, it's so crazy, so, you know, heartless. You know what is happening with down there in Jamaica with all these killings, and you know, in the last couple of days, I should say, three gruesome killings of kids. You know, we heard about that young Jazariah over there in Central Kingston, and Tony and Reed. I did a video about Tony and Reed with her father talking. You know, and Now this 9-year-old autistic boy. One thing I can say, you know, word out is that she was put into protective custody. So right away we know there's seemed to be something going on, and I got word that her husband, who is not the boy's father, was taken into custody for questioning. I don't know if he was questioned and released or whatever, but I heard that he was taken into custody. So we'll definitely be listening, to what is going on, and it's time for the government to start doing something about the crime that is going on down there in Jamaica. But before I talk about that, let me read a little article here. Let me see if they shed any more light that I didn't mention about about the 9-year-old that was killed. Okay, so it says 9-year-old found dead in car shortly after being abducted in St. James. As reported by Jamaica Gleaner, the body of a 9-year-old boy was found in his mother's car along the Fairfield Main Road in St. James earlier today. Reports are that the boy and his mother were traveling in an Audi motor vehicle towards downtown Montego Bay at about 9 a.m. when the mother who was driving slowed down the car to maneuver potholes. In this instance, she was attacked by two men. The mother was struck in her face and taken out of the vehicle. The attackers then drove off with the boy inside. The female reported the incident to the police, who launched a search. The car was later found not too long after, abandoned, with the young boy lifeless on the back seat. Upon investigation, it was noticed that the boy's throat was slashed. Right, and I heard that word on the street is that it was really, really gruesome, and they can't even publish or even make the mistake of publishing or sending out those pictures anywhere, because the way it was gruesome, the way they killed him, the way they cut his throat. It was really gruesome. So these guys, I don't know. I've been saying to people that I've spoken to, for a while now, and I've been saying there's some demons down there, boy. Some terrible demon was dropped down there in Jamaica, and this these guys that are doing these killings, they are nothing but demons. Trust me, they are nothing but demons, and shouldn't be called anything else but those old demons. You know what I mean? For people to be killing, people like this, moreover kids. You know what I mean? So it's terrible. It's terrible, and somebody needs the government needs to start, coming with some stronger measures, or crime measures and stuff like that. But one other thing I can say, one of the main reasons why things have gotten so much out of hand with the crime in Jamaica is corruption. 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 That's the main thing, that's causing all this stuff. But anyway, back to the article. Upon investigation, it was noticed that the boy's throat was slashed. He was taken to the hospital, where he was pronounced dead. His mother was taken to the hospital. The police are following multiple leads as they investigate the carjacking and motive for the murder. On the other hand, the Centers for no, that's not a part of it. Anyway, yes. So they didn't. There's nothing much more in there that that shed any more light on the matter. So yes, I was saying about the crime rate, the crime that's down there. You know, I think there are some, a lot of things that is going on that we the public, don't know about, you know, but because these things that are going on, they're not normal. Trust me, they're not normal. It's let me tell you, it's crazy, and things like this don't just happen randomly. When you see guys that kill kill someone, chop off their heads, and kicking it around like football to each other, then these guys are, as I said, nothing but demons. And one of the thing is one of the thing is when I mentioned about corruption, and you know that is one of the thing that lead these guys to commit these crimes, these killings, and without even thinking twice, because they know more than likely they're gonna get away with it, at least for a long time. Because a lot of the times, um they're killed by their own cronies or rival gang or gangs, or something like that. Because just as this video that we were watching, just as the guy said, um you know the police catch them, lock them up, and by the time they close the cell, the guys pass them on their way out with their attorneys or whatever they call them. So what do you think that is for somebody to have committed a murder like that, or committed a crime like that, killing somebody, and by the time you lock them up, they are out on the street, right? That tells me that something is going on that is bigger than we know. You know what I'm saying? So, but it can't go on like this. Cannot go on like this. And as far as I'm seeing now, it's gonna take a miracle. Only the hand of God can shine and touch Jamaica for it to come back, to let me say, to normal, or at least a little. I don't even know what the word to use, but only God can help Jamaica right now at this point with the crime rate. Don't get me wrong, Jamaica is a beautiful, nice place, and I know a lot of you guys, even if you haven't been there before, you have heard people, someone talk, you heard people talk, how wonderful Jamaica is. You go to Jamaica, you enjoy yourself to the max. You know what I mean? But the crime rate, it's terrible. It's terrible. Trust me. You know. So all we can do is just pray to God, and ask Him to, and see if He will touch Jamaica, especially. But um for the month, where today is what, the 15th of January. The year has just started, right? And I think by now we're at where the murder rate for the month of January to the 15th, from the beginning of the year to today, the 15th, the murder rate is at about 50, 51, 52, somewhere about, right? In the last, what was it, the 14th, from the 13th to the 14th, 24 hours, they had like 11 killings. 11 killings, right? So it's not normal down there. So, and there's not a bulletin, a data that was put out, right? And the age group, 75% of the killings that is going on in Jamaica are done by by guys from age ranging to from 15 to 34. 15 years old to 34 years old. Those are the guys that are doing the killings down there. Right? And it's where is it gonna stop? How is it gonna be stopped? You know? And the prime minister was doing a called up for a prayer whatever they called it the other day, and he was talking and he was like so emotional because it's like he doesn't know what to do. Come on now, you have to know what to do, how to. I mean, I know him personally is not gonna come up with measures and stuff like that. They have people that comes up with stuff like that, but it's the buck stops with him, right? So he needs to get the ball rolling, whoever he needs to talk to, or to get to come up with measures of for cutting down the crime rate to a manageable rate now. Then you have to do it. There's no if and but about it. What are you gonna do? Sit down and cry and say you don't know what else to do, and watch the country go down even worse than what it is now? I don't know. But guys, we'll be watching, for this. We'll be watching out for this situation with this 9-year-old kid that was killed, and what it's gonna how it's gonna turn out, because there's something that, as I said, there's something that is not right about it. Something is amiss, and I'm hoping that the police down there, they investigate and find out what is going on, because I know something is not right. I don't know what it is. I can't put my finger on it, but something is not right. And I've been trying to think about this for a while now, and I'm thinking, about some of the solutions that they can come up with to fight crime down there, you know. And I know, as usual, as anywhere else in the world, poverty is one of the main reasons for crime. Anywhere you go, poverty is always a main reason. Just look at some of the areas that have high rate of crime. Poverty. You know what I mean? But I don't want to keep going rambling on for too long. So let us finish and listen to this guy, what he's saying a little more.
Emergency. This is a state of emergency. If this does not reflect something that requires and is to be treated as though it is a state of emergency, then I don't know what more the opposition needs to see to support the government in dealing with these matters. It's not funny. It's not cute. We need to deal with it. So I'm here today. Condolences to the family. Very sad occasion. And this is no worse than the ones that happened 2 days ago or 3 days ago. Every time a life is lost, it is something that is unfortunate. So I'm here today to say, Jamaica, opposition, we need the support.
So, can you just give us a little about what you heard that took place here today?
I'm sorry?
What did you hear that took place here today?
I understand that there was a kidnapping. The mother was driving the motor vehicle. That's what I understood. And the car was, she was removed from the car by some bad men. I'm being very careful, I am. The car was taken away. And her son, or her child, sorry, I don't know if it was a son or a daughter, because I haven't been on the crime scene as yet. I haven't physically been in there. was in the motor vehicle, and the car was found by the police in this area, urban area, with the child in the car, murdered.
So guys, so there you have it. You know, another tragic situation down there in Jamaica. And, you know, let us all you know, pray for Jamaica. We gotta give a special prayer for Jamaica because I know some demons drop down in Jamaica, boy. I don't know. So let us, you know, remember Jamaica in our prayers, and you know, as usual, thank God for, you know, life. You know, without him none of us would be here today. And, you know, remember to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already done so. Hit that notification bell. And guys, don't be afraid to comment. You know, let me know what you guys think about this. And, you know, let us have a conversation. All right? So thanks again for tuning in. Peace and love. Blessings.